Oh, shh.
Yeah, you will get an email or a text message, whatever one you want, that will notify you of the link. I will. I'm going to talk to them right now to see if that can be changed. Yeah, we're welcome to today, okay? No, bye-bye.
Good morning. Hello, everyone. This is What's Up Wednesday for October 9th. Let me know if you can hear me. We have started with a new platform, so I just want to make sure everything's up and running. Making sure you can see my screen and that you can hear me. If you can hear me, if you could just let me know. All right. Hopefully, I'm hoping that you can hear me. But today we're going to be covering community pages, which are great for your personal website. It allows you to really showcase a specific community or neighborhood or area that you would like to highlight. And you can very easily create those pages and then add them to your personal website. So I will show you how that is done today. Next week, we're going to be covering blogging and plogging. And so we'll be covering how you can create a blog, how you can create a property blog, which is what we call plogging. It's our own little word. So I'll show you all about that next week. And then just don't forget about a couple of newer things that we have, that advanced search that I keep talking about that's so great for lead generation on your website. That is going to be a big thing, a good feature for your website because it is a good lead generator for people to be able to search really specifically. So another thing coming up, or another thing that's pretty new, is linking your property to the MLS once you've manually put the property into your account for like a coming soon. So you can add a property into your account manually, and then when it goes live on the MLS, say you want to put it into your agent marketing account first because of the you want to order the marketing materials. So once you order those marketing materials and the listing goes live in the MLS, then you can come back in here and you can click on the edit button. And then there's a little link button right here. So you would have the MLS number in here, and then you would click this, and that says click here if you want to link the listing to a listing at the MLS. So then that way you'll link it to the listing in the MLS, and then that way if you have a price change on the MLS, it'll come here and all that kind of stuff, so that'll hook them up together. So that's another newish feature we have. And then another thing I want to bring up is our AM network on YouTube. Just wanted to bring it up again. Has great videos on it that you can watch with good information on optimizing your real estate website, content, search engine optimization. I know that's a big one for a lot of people. So that is a good channel to go to. We're always uploading new videos there. So just go there. You would type it all in, AM network, no spaces. That way it will come up. Otherwise it doesn't come up to our channel. Okay, so today we are going to be covering the community pages. Like I said, they are a great page to create an ad. They're very easy to do, and then they're do well with search engines because they are hyper local, meaning they're about a very specific area or neighborhood. And I'll show you a couple of other things you can do to them to even help that search engine optimization a little bit more for those pages. But to create a community page, you're just going to go to the gear in the top left corner of your account and then click on communities. Once you click on communities, you'll just click on add new, give it a community name. So we'll just give it the local, we'll do local here, and then the zip code, and then click proceed. So you would just do the community name. If it was a city, if it was like a neighborhood or a bigger area or a specific area, you can name it that. And then the zip code is just going to be where, because the next screen is going to give you a map. So that zip code is where that map is going to be centered. So that's kind of its point of reference for the zip code. And then you can zoom in, zoom out, and from there. So then you're going to click proceed. Then your map comes up. Once your map comes up, you're going to find your area that you want to highlight. So we'll just stay here, and then you're going to go, you can just move the map around as you need to, zoom in, zoom out over here with the plus and minus. And then you're just going to make your first map point, so to speak. So there you go. You click, and then you just start clicking to map out the borders. As you click, you'll see the lines start to connect, and that will be creating the border of the area you want to showcase. Once you get those borders all done, then you would just click that first button again so that it would close the area. So now you'll see there is the mapped area of the area you would like to highlight. So now all you have to do, you don't have to do anything else but click save. So just click save map. Then all you have to do to add it to your personal website, and you can go back and edit things that show up in it as well. You can edit the map. You can look at the solds from here. It'll give you a list, and you can actually edit the price. If you want to go through and edit the price it actually sold for. You can do that. You can also hide that listing if you want to do that as well. So that would be from that solds button. The list button is going to give you, it would give you a list. It's not showing anything right here because of the way I did the page, but it would show you a list that you also can add to. And then you have delete, and that is the delete button. Obviously, that'll just take it right out of there for you if you don't want it anymore. So now to add it to your website, you would go to personal and then personal websites. You would click on the pages icon for your website. Then you would click on add page. Then you would go to agent pages. Then you see community page right here. So you're going to click that. You're going to come over here. If you have a lot of communities you're covering, I'm going to show you how you can add a group, and then that group will have a drop-down menu of all the different communities. But for now, let's say we're just adding in this one community. This is the only one we want to highlight on our website. So then we can just call this Aliso Viejo. You can even call it real estate activity if you want. And then you can name the page title the same thing. That's just like a header on the page. So you can name it the same thing. You can keep it as community page, however you want to do it. Then just make sure you select the community you are putting onto your website, because you'll have a whole list here of the ones you've created the community pages for. So then you're just going to click here, and then you're going to click add. Then you're going to see it show up on the bottom here. This is a list of all the pages you have on your website. You can move it up and down if you want. Okay. Then when you go to view it, what's so great about these is that then once you click on that page to view it, you're going to see that we automatically pull in all of the relevant real estate activity for that area. So we pull in the houses that are for sale and the houses that have sold in that mapped out area. Now there will be a couple of stragglers because of the way when you map the borders, sometimes the way it has to be programmed is a little bit of a different shape. So sometimes you'll see some stragglers, which is fine. But you'll see all of the mapped out homes for sale and that have sold. They can search through this with this filters up here, and then it also lists all of the homes below that so that you'll see those there. And then you can even but click right here on map, and it'll highlight that specific listing on the map for you as well. So a great page for people to kind of see what is available in a specific area, what has sold, what things are selling for in the area, what things are going for in a specific area. So a really great page, really easy to add. So it's just a super great page to add to your website that really doesn't take a whole lot of time to do. Now, let's say you had a whole bunch of communities. Like I have a whole bunch of community pages created in my account that you saw when we were over in the community section. So now let's say you wanted to add all of those to your website because you represent or you want to showcase all the local areas. So what you're going to do first is you're going to click on add group. Now remember, this is for if you want to add more than one community page. This gives you a really nice, neat way to add all of those community pages in without having 100 different buttons at the top of your website. So for group title, we'll just call this communities. Click add. That is going to add your group down to the bottom right here. Again, you can move it up or down as you want, but then all you have to do is click add new subpage. Okay, go back to agent pages, click on community page. Now we're going to just start adding in a whole bunch of these. So this one will be for Laguna Beach. So you want to make sure the menu text tells you what community it is, because that's what they're going to be clicking on to view the community page. So we'll call that one Laguna Beach. We've made sure to select that one from the box here, and then we click add. Then you're going to see now we've got one subpage. We can click on that little plus symbol to see it. There it is, Laguna Beach. It already adds it as a subpage. So then you just keep going through that process, add new subpage, click on agent pages, click on community page. Now we're going to do Newport Beach, okay? So come up here, select new or type in Newport Beach. Make sure you've got that selected in the box. Click add. Okay, now you've got 2 subpages. Again, you can click that little plus symbol to, whoops, sorry, went to a way wrong page. Hold on. That just skipped around on me. There we go. Okay, so you can click on the little plus symbol to see it. There they both are. Okay, let's add one more, just so you can see it one more time. Agent pages, community page. Now we're doing Costa Mesa. So there you go. Make sure you select it in the box, click add. Now you'll see you have 3 subpages. So there they all are. There's your 3 subpages under communities. Now let's go and view what that's going to look like on your website. You're going to see how it makes it a really nice grouping. So here you go. Here's communities. You'll see it has that little arrow right next to it telling you there's more to see. So if you click on communities, there you go. Look how nice that looks. It only adds 1 button to your website, but yet it gives you all these other options underneath it, which is a really nice way to, like I said, not put 100 different buttons on your website going all the way across and stuff. So it keeps it looking nice and neat. Another thing that I mentioned earlier that can help with SEO for these community pages is adding a video, adding links to certain things for the website. Like if you have, let me show you, I've got one right here somewhere, I think. Adding a video about the community, adding, you know, annual events or weather or however many other things you want to add is beneficial to the website because again, it's going to help even more with SEO. So I think it's on this website that I have it added. It is being slow, so just give it a second. Let's see if I can move it along a little bit faster here. Well, it has just seemed to be stuck. Give me just a second. All right, well, we'll come back to it. I'll show you in just a second. But let me show you how, if you wanted to add, like, say, a link to annual events in that specific community or to the weather for that community, then you're going to go to Pages. Let's do it on the website we were on. Okay, go to Pages. Now you can pull these from other websites because you're just using links. So if you're click on opening up your subpages, now we're going to work with the Laguna Beach community page here to add stuff to it. So then you're going to click on the page button right over here. This lets you edit the content on the page. So it's going to pull it up. Here you see, you're not going to see anything here, okay? But it will have that map and information on there like I showed you. So anything you add here is going to go above the map. It'll be at the top of the community page, and then the map and then the list will be below that. So let's say you want to add, like an information page or annual events or weather for a specific community. So you're going to go and find that, you're gonna go find a website. So we'll just go search for one. Here we go. Here's a official tourism site. Okay. Then you think about the different links you want to have on your website. So let's say we would like events and weather, because that's kind of important for people, especially if they're interested in moving into that area. So, okay, here we go. So annual events. Perfect. So we'll click on that. We will grab that link right up here, copy it, okay? Once you copy the link, you're going to go back to your setup area, right, that you opened up. Now, all you want to do, if you don't want to have the ugly link on there, you can type in what you want it to say. So if you want it to say annual events, okay, that way they know. We're going to bold it. We're going to change the size of the fonts to larger, maybe even bigger than that. Okay, we'll see what that does. Now, what you're going to do to connect the link to these words is you're just going to highlight the two words. Okay, click on this little link button right here. And then all you have to do is paste that link in that you just copied from the website, right? Then click OK. Now you'll see it is now a link. So let's do one more. We'll do weather. I think that's one on here. Menu, let's see, weather. Here we go. Here's weather. So we'll click on that from our community website. And then again, all we have to do is click on the URL at the top. You're going to copy it. Then you're going to go back to your setup page. You're going to type in what you want this to be, what they click on. So since it's weather, we're going to go ahead and put in weather. That way they know when they click on that, it's going to pull up the weather. I don't remember what size font it did. There we go. Okay. So now remember to attach the link. You're going to just highlight the word, click the link button right here at the top, and then paste the URL in right here. You don't need to worry about these other things unless you know what that stuff does. But then you just paste the URL in again, click OK, and then there you go. Now you've got annual events and weather. So let's go ahead and save this, and then we'll view our page so that we can see what it looks like with those two links on there. So let's view page. There you go. So here is your map coming up. There's your map. There's your list. And then here is your buttons, annual events and weather. So there you go. You've added those in. You can add a video in. I'll show you how to do the video really quick. Basically what you do for the video is you go to YouTube and you can find a video. If you have a video you made, you know, be careful of copyright stuff, but find a video. And when you have a video, it's going to then give you a way to share a video. And what that means is that you're going to get different choices, like it gives you choices for Facebook and email and whatever. They give you different choices of ways to share it. And then you're going to need one that is more specific, and it's called embed. Embed is the way that you have to put it on the website. So when you click share underneath the video, then you have a choice for embed. So you get the embed code. Again, it's right underneath the YouTube video. It says the word share in the bottom right. Then you just click share, click embed, copy the code. Then you come over here when you've got the code, you come over here and let's see, we're going to put the video above. So we're put a couple of, there we go, put the video above. Now, once you've got the code copied, the embed code copied, you're going to then click source. If you just put the code in right here, it's just going to show the code on the website. So you can't do that. In order for it to show the video, you're going to click source. You're just going to put your cursor in here. These right here are the returns that I just put in there. So just stick it in there and then click paste. Now you'll see there's my YouTube code in there. Click source again, and there you go. It's that easy. You don't need to know coding. You don't need to know how to program. You just need to copy that embed code from YouTube or from wherever, and then paste it in here just like that. And then there you go. So then let's save this again. And then we'll view it again so that you can see what the video looks like on there. And again, the more you put on here, like the video, like the links, the more you're going to help with the SEO. So here you go. Now you've got a nice video. Now just pretend it is about the community. I just grabbed one from our AM network. So you would have the community video here. Here you go with your links. And then here you go with the map. And I'm telling you, people really appreciate having all of this information about a community. You can imagine just having the community page, how helpful that is. Then when you add in all of this other information about that community or that area or that city, they can get a lot of information, and Google sees it Google will see it as extremely useful because it does have so much information on this page about that very specific community. So these are really, really, really good things to add to the community pages. And then this will be up on the What's Up Wednesday YouTube channel later today. So if you wanted to go over it again on how to add these videos or how to add these links and everything, you could always go and watch, or you can always call our customer support team. They are amazing, and they can walk you through everything that I've walked you through today too. Either way. I think that covers all the things for community pages. Remember, to create the community page, you go to the gear and you go to communities. And then to add it to your website, you go to personal websites, then you click on pages, and then you keep going from there, add page, things like that. Okay, so does anybody have any questions? Okay, Robert, I see a first question. Do the maps show active and sold? Yes, it shows both active and sold. Let me pull up the page again. Here you go. As you can see, actives are in blue, solds are in red. If you click on them, it will pull up the specific information on that listing, and then you can even click on view detail to get more info, or contact agent to contact the agent. So lead generation from there as well. Any other questions? You're welcome, Robert. Any other questions? All right, if you guys have any other questions or anything, let our support team know. Other than that, we'll cover blogging next week and blogging, and have a great rest of your week. Thanks, everybody.